Hi everyone, this is my video about an individual sound which my student is currently having a problem with. She's French, she's 25 and she's currently living in England at the moment, which is good, so she's immersing herself in the language. And the one problem she has, which I posted also last week, is with the th and the th sound. She obviously, instead of using these dental fricatives, she uses the other fricative sounds, the alveolar fricative sounds of the z and the s sound. So first of all, I would like to start with the recognition stage. So how the student can see the mistake that they're making, because usually the French don't really have this sound in their language. So I want to show them how the sound is produced. So the recognition stage. So first of all, I want to show the difference. Now for this, I would want to use a chart. Now I don't have a chart with me, but I do have my phone instead. So for this, I would like to start with the f sound. The f sound. F. Fun, for example. And then I would ask them in this situation, what is their tongue doing in their mouth when you say fun? At the moment, your tongue's not doing anything. So for them to create this sound, which is the sound we're aiming for, I would ask the students to replace their lip with their tongue instead. So just basically pull the tongue out instead of the lip. So the teeth now are on the tongue. So it becomes a th sound. Thing, for example. So then we obviously have this th sound. And this is obviously a dental fricative, as I said before. And it's an unvoiced sound, so th. So now I would like to show them the next sound, which is obviously the voiced th sound. So obviously when this situation arises, I would ask them to put their hands on their throat. Th, they don't feel anything here. And then I would move on to ask them to make it a voiced sound. So it becomes like a th. So now they obviously feel something on their throat. And the recognition sound sort of goes with the physicality part as well, because as I show them the difference, and they see the difference in their mouth as well, I'll ask them questions like, obviously, so what's your tongue doing now? Thing. Thursday. So now the tongue is obviously more prominent, and during the physicality stage I would like to exaggerate the tongue coming out more. Obviously I don't want to exaggerate it too much because it'll look a bit silly, but obviously to do that, to do the physicality part, I want them to put out their tongue as much as they can. And also, furthermore in the physicality stage, I would have this diagram which I found. I hope you can see it on your computer. I think I'm going to do it more. There it is. This is obviously what the mouth would look like in a situation when you articulate the sound of th. So the tongue is obviously outside the mouth, and there's air coming out behind in the mouth. And then the activities I would like to produce for this is something that Tamara suggested to me in the comments. She suggested that I do a tongue twister. And tongue twisters are something that I find very interesting. And I will link some tongue twisters onto you. But I have actually just found a couple of tongue twisters here ready for me. So for example, these things that these things think, they're the things that these things think. So these are a particular tongue twister which obviously would help them produce this particular sound. Furthermore, I found something on One Stop English, which I will link on here as well. It's like a minimal pairs worksheet to do with battleships. So obviously the game, the notion of battleships comes into play, but obviously they have the minimal pairs of the and th sound. Now obviously I want to also incorporate the z and the s sound, so with the th and s, obviously I want them to see how the tongue is actually inside their mouth for the s sound rather than the th sound. The possible problems I see with this, of course, is as I mentioned before, this is something that I find quite unnerving, obviously sticking my tongue out in class, and the French don't like to embarrass themselves too much, actually. So me obviously going th and exaggerating them in class may not obviously go down well, and obviously I want them to do it too, and obviously they won't want to embarrass themselves. So this may be an issue. I'm a bit, but obviously in this case, I'll say, like, I'll say to her, like, it's this lesson, it's me and you here. Obviously when you speak, you don't go thank you, for example, but I want to show her this how the tongue would work in the situation. So anyways, guys, I don't want to go over 5 minutes, so thanks very much, and I look forward to your comments and suggestions. So thank you very much.